Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the 86 Challenge Championship at Summit Point, a twisty, gritty little ribbon of tarmac that's about to witness some absolute mayhem as the title fight goes full send. Welcome in here to Stam Studio Network. I'm your host, Sean Stam, and well, we are in for a treat here tonight as qualifying is just now rounding up on the speedway. Got to take a look at those ever so important points right now. And the top three, even you could call it top four within these drivers. Thiago P. de Lima going to lead us off tonight into the points. Only a 3-point gap on Nico Colby. Stone Colby's going to be right there with him at 2:21. How about Slater? Don't count out Slater away from the championship here tonight as he sits at 2:15. Daniel Higgins, how about that? Nice run throughout the season tonight. Probably not going to get the old small cash prize that is awarded to the top three finishers in the points. However, Daniel has had a nice run throughout this season, week in, week out. Robert Schwinkler is going to take P6 coming into tonight. Robert, appreciate everything that you do there behind the scenes. Same goes to you, Warren Johnson. Warren's going to slot in P7 in the points going into tonight. Joe Rainey, Jake Steckler, Ali Xe rounding out that top 10. That's pretty good timing, qualifying just a few moments away from finishing up. And, well, speaking of Thiago P. de Lima, looks like he's going to slap it on the pole right now, unless Darren Colby has anything to say about it. Thiago has driven this season like he has Red Bull running through his veins and tires made of pure determination. Thiago's got that Brazilian finesse, smooth on the input, savage on the exit. He leads in the points, but just barely. Like to, before we get things kicked off and engines fired, of course, tonight we remember and honor the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. From all of us at the 86 Challenge Sim League, as well as Stam Studio Network, we are forever grateful. And more importantly, more specifically, a little bit closer to Warren Johnson. Warren actually served himself there a little bit. Warren wanted to thank a specific 3 that have lost their lives in service. Sergeant Sage Woodard, Lance Corporal William Luce, and Lance Corporal Spencer Moiko there. Appreciate you guys joining us in here tonight for Stam Studio Network in a quick moment of silence. Alrighty, appreciate that, everybody. Well, we're going to have some racing to get to here tonight. We got some trophies to hand, well, a trophy to hand out to our championship runner, our championship leader, you could call it, after the race championship winner. There you go. The top 3, mentioned it there earlier in the broadcast, will come away with a small cash prize. Thiago P. de Lima going to slap it on the pole with a 1:19.246. Slater Colby, number 25, going to be 0.3 seconds right there behind him. Joe Rainey, 4/10. How about that? Joe Rainey, number 17, Rainey Holmes Racing, starting P3. Brandon Birch, Nico Colby, Stone Colby, Robert Schwenkler, Amethyst Reese, Caleb Greco, Marvin Samoya, Ali Xe, Benjamin Forehand rounding out that top 12. How about it? Jake Steckler, Warren Johnson, 1.2 seconds back, starting P14. Daniel Higgins, Daniel Parmalee, Jason Holcomb, Dalton Hall, Tamir, newer driver there with us right there out of California. Wonder if that driver also does some real-life 86 Challenge Sim racing. Juan, Darren, Joshua, Andreas Brafana, and Rylan Stewart rounding out. Oh, also Robert Edsel. Rob, welcome in here tonight. Driver at ATX, making that top 25 driver grid here tonight. Alrighty, happy Memorial Day weekend to you all as we're going to, now it's perfectly timed. Look at me, here we go. Getting things rolling off here, and quick before that green flag comes out, new sponsor here for the 86 Challenge Sim League, Khan Coaching. You guys that are looking to gain just a little bit of pace here, just like Thiago P. de Lima has showed us all season. Well, shout out Zane, appreciate you coming on board here. We're gonna start 2 wide here towards the front of the pack. Here we go, we are racing from Summit Point Championship night. Here we go, 3 wide, we're gonna settle it back to 2 for the race lead. That's Thiago playing a little bit of defense there into the loop into turn 1. Whoa, an evasive action. That was, Brandon Birch going to go a little wide. We're gonna keep things moving and grooving up through the pack. 3 wide for P2, 3 and 4. Nico Slater Stone, we're looking 3 wide. Joe Rainey has a front row seat of this. Unfortunately, Joe losing out on 2 spots on the drop of the green flag. Here comes Nico Colby, the blue and gold machine, gonna drive the inside, not going to work. He's going to think of it, going to fight another day here for Nico Colby. How about Slater Colby's gonna be right there with them. Stone Colby rounds out that top 4. Thiago P. de Lima start to run away with this battle here. Good, nice battles all up and down the track at the moment. Here's Marvin Samoya. He has himself a nice start on the race as we hop on board with him here. Marvin finds himself all the way up to P9 after the start of the race. Number 97 having a really nice run right now. Back up to where our championship drivers are running. P1, 2, 3, and 4. We have seen it race in and race out this whole season. Thiago P. de Lima is leading our Colbys right now. Slater running still P2. Here comes Nico P3. Don't count out this driver just yet. Also got Stone P4. Robert Schwenkler has made his way up to P5, 2 spots since the start of the race. Appreciate everybody joining in here in YouTube land. We see you, Moonlight Dancer, Jordan, Logan Stanley, Trace. Also, oh man, Melina, Terry, can't be doing things without you guys. Appreciate every single one of you joining us here tonight. There's Slater Colby going to deposit Rooster Tail some gravel on the racing surface. A little bit loss of grip for the drivers that run through that sector next time by. Here we have Stone Colby with a rear bumper full of the Apex Motor Club driver of Stone Colby. All of these Colbys, of course, members of Apex Motor Club Arizona. Right now, you got Stone Colby repping it on the front of his GR86. And as we hop on the nose cam of Stone, looking at the rear of Nico, should have something a little bit special here. That's Rockstar Energy Drink on the back bumper there. Man, Nico is looking like a rock star right now. Rookie of the year down in real life. Apex MX5 Motor Club. He's continuing to stay right there with this lead battle. Thiago P. de Lima still P1, Slater Colby P2, Nico 3rd, Stone 4th, still got Robert 5th. Here's some more side-by-side starting to ensue into the lap number turn 3 here. How about Benjamin Forehand now looking down the inside? It is number 9, or that's actually, he's getting a front view of that battle. That's the 79, the 19 Ali Xe, who tried to make the inside work there, but going to kind of pay their price. Ali Xe going to fall back now down to P10. Oh, Dalton Hall incidents here further in the back of the pack. Panda Spec 994 going around. As we take a quick look at this replay, I know we got battles still ensuing all over the racing circuit. Still about half a second separating Thiago P. de Lima Slater. Oh, this is two Panda Motor. Oh, Panda Spec Motorsport drivers. Dalton Hall barely missing. I believe that was Rob Edgel, teammate here. As we're going to get side-by-side action. That got a little bit tight for that lime green driver on the bottom of your screen. All right, we got Dalton Hall there on the top as we're going to cut back to the race lead on the top of your screen. Still looking at, oh man, I'm going to have to get that car number down, but like to bring you guys the side-by-side action here tonight. Also, newer sponsor, or newer affiliation, you could call it. See it in the top right of your screen a few times. Cotton Bowl Speedway, if you're ever down here around Austin, Texas, or Bastrop area, be sure you get yourself some dirt track racing. And here comes some dirt track racing. Benjamin Forhan's going to get shoved off the racing circuit. I believe that was by the number 19. Ollie Ixay, another driver goes around. Oh man, is that our newer Tim Meir? I believe that is driver the 994. They're out of California. Unfortunately, around he goes into the gravel trap. Cutting back to our race lead, it's starting to heat up, and remember, this is for the championship right here. We got the trophy going to the winner, and then that's a little small cash prize, the top three. Yeah, Thiago P. de Lima is playing the best defense that I have seen Thiago play throughout this whole season, and it's been a lot of it. Right now, Slater gets right to the rear of that back bumper, and our few little back, I believe we have two different straightaways to work with here from Summit Point. It's going to keep Slater a little close. Oh, now Thiago P. de Lima runs wide. Going to take a look at the sector differential between these two. It is back and forth. Thiago P. de Lima faster, lap one, and then lap two. There, oh, it's faster for Slater Colby, but right now that doesn't matter. Slater Colby trying to make the inside work. Thiago P. de Lima gets off that racing line, loses a little bit of grip, as we're going to look side by side for the race lead. Oh, if you want to make a pass, you better make it happen here quick, because look at who is on their way to join this front battle right now. Nico Colby, he's back just half a second, as well as Stone right there with him. Still has Robert there fighting his butt off for P5, but that is a whole nother battle of its own. How about Joe Rainey leading this battle of Amethyst Reese? Also got Marvin Samoya right there in him. Ooh, we got a driver running wide. That's Caleb Greco. Caleb, man, that was a nice start for Caleb right now. Oh, it's going to be a little bit more of a loss of pace than I had originally thought there. Caleb loses 8 spots since that drop of the green, finds his way back down to 17th. We're going to cut back to the battle for our race status. We got drivers throwing up gravel all over the racing circuit. Thiago P. de Lima with that immaculate defense earlier on in the race, able to hold off the race lead, the championship lead. These points are so close. Basically, whoever finishes first within these top 4 drivers will come away with that championship victory right now. Colby, 2, 3, 4. Speaking of Colby, how about Nico starting to lose a little bit of speed and momentum compared to Slater running P2 right now. Stone has a front bumper full of Nico. We're joining our side-by-side once again. You're starting to see some drivers off the track there on that bottom screen. I believe that was none other than, that's Joshua who was going around there. It's like, what do you watch here? We got Stone, Colby, the battle for that championship there up top, and we just have some damn good racing at the bottom of your screen. What do you keep an eye on here? Well, I guess that's kind of up to you. That's Darren Colby we're looking at there in the bottom of the screen. Trying to fight off, that's Rob Edgel. That's very vibrantly colored Panda Spec Motorsports 901. Up 9 spots in the drop of the green flag is Rob Edgel. Nice run for that driver here tonight. Has the pace, has the speed. Right now we're going to jump back on board with that battle for the race lead, also the battle for the championship lead. Thiago P. de Lima still continuing to lead. How about Slater Colby? Here comes Nico Colby. Look at the gaps starting to close themselves within our longer back straightaway here from Summit Point. Jordan saying, get his ass, Moonlight Dancer. Good luck, Marvin. Appreciate all you fans joining us here once again in STEM Studio Network YouTube land. You guys are all what makes this possible. And before we get down to the nitty gritty and the Anaconda squeeze action here, I'm going to treat you guys to a quick crank it up. Enjoy the sights, the sounds of the racetrack as, well, we might... It might be a little quick one here as Slater Colby continues to inch ever so closer to the race lead. I'm going to hang off on the old crank it up. Look at this battle starting to ensue for the for the championship as well as the race lead. Oh boy, Thiago P. de Lima, he is sweating right now in his Toyota GR86, trying to do everything he can, everything he has in the bank to hold off Slater as we make our way through the first 10 minutes out of this 35-minute race. Oh, we got an incident also in the back of the pack here, respectively. Joshua, I believe, has gone around in that number 13. Oh, Jack Daniels on that sponsor. Can't get much better than that. And right now, let's take a look and see what happened. Joshua is oh, this was after it's happened. All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. All right, there you see it. Contact with the back of, I believe that could have been, I'm not going to say a name there, but Lime Green Machine Toyota GR86. Get things out back to our battle for the race lead as we got to rocks, still rooster tailing off the back ends of these Toyota GR86s. Here is Slater Colby. We're going to hop on board with him now because this is as close as the number 25 has been all race. Here we go. Just 0.2 of a second separating these two drivers. Let me know who you have down there in YouTube chat below. Who takes all the marbles here tonight and who, well, there you go. I won't go down the old path of who goes empty-handed because, come on now, you don't ever want that for any of these drivers, but hopping on board with the race leader, Thiago P. de Lima. Here's Slater Colby. He continues to inch ever so closer in that black and yellow machine. Number 25 gets within 2 car lengths there off the corner exit as we come to complete lap number 8. Here comes lap number 9 here. That's hard braking zone. It's a turn number 1. It's a quick right-hander. You see it there in the bottom right of your screen, that track map. So, Slater probably lead, just trying to make Thiago P. de Lima look in his rearview mirror a little bit more. Matter of fact, possibly makes it happen. Here we go. Side by side for the championship. All the marbles are on the line right here. If these drivers start to fight themselves just a little bit too hard, we got Nico Colby running P3 as he is right now on the back bumper of Thiago P. de Lima. Slater Colby takes the lead from Thiago P. de Lima. Do we see this driver start to run away with it? I don't think so. The slipstreams are way too powerful here. Sure, you got the old slower braking zones, possibly another chance to make a move, just like we see out of Thiago P. de Lima here. Thiago not able to make it happen. However, the racecraft, the speed, the cleanliness from these drivers hopping on board with Thiago P. de Lima, looking at that rear bumper of Slater Colby. It's a little bit too far now, but Slater Colby possibly working with some STEM Studio Network vinyl sticker action there. We've seen it bring it already a Colby to victory lane. These newer stickers also available in real life, the exact same ones that you see here in the sim as now. Nico Colby trying to reel in our P3 driver. How about Stone still right behind Nico? Also, Robert Schweckler. I thought that Robert was a little bit too far behind earlier on in the race to be up in this battle for the overall race lead, but no, I stand corrected. These battles continue to ensue, and we're going to start to look 3 wide. It's going to settle it back down to 2. Robert Schweckler down to the inside, going to take the spot from Stone Colby. Alrighty, I don't know how you guys are dealing with me this whole season. It's a Monday night Toyota GR86 Sim League. Oh boy, crank this puppy up. I'll be right back with you. Enjoy the sights, the sounds of Summit Point. Alrighty, Colby fans, go ahead. Well, shield your eyes first of all and crank this puppy back down. Here, it's a incident that we were on board with. Saw it kind of happen right in front of us here. Nico Colby, unfortunately, around this driver goes. Championship hopes are down the drain for Nico Colby. Unfortunate for Nico. Once again, the racecraft, the speed, the pace, week in and week out for Nico is, oh, there goes Robert Schweckler. Looks like gave the spot back there to Nico. Unfortunate that there was contact ensued there between those two drivers. Hopefully there's not going to be any between these two as we jump back out to the overall battle for the race lead as well as that championship. That's one less driver you got to deal with right now if you are Slater, Thiago, or Stone, as Nico now drops down to P4, but don't count him out just yet. He is only 4 seconds back. I'm showing from P2. Here's a nice move down the outside for Thiago P. de Lima. Does he have a run? It looks like he does. Door quarter just not quite clear just yet. Gonna head down into turn 1. Looks like Slater Colby's got the inside line, the preferred braking line. Going to take that lead back once again from Thiago. All right, as I say it, here's a nice run from Thiago, looking down the inside into this left-hander. He's got that spot solidified, but not clear just yet. Oh my gosh, they almost make contact, but they don't. Once again, the respect from each one of these drivers here, the 86 Challenge Sim League. You can't get much better than this. Right now, Thiago P. de Lima, he's trying to get that lead back once again. He has said, my hard work is not going down the drain this easily right now. Thiago continues to stay ever so closer to Slater. Excuse me, yeah, there's Slater. He is in a Colby sandwich, got Stone right there, back behind him. And Nico, you gotta imagine right now, is probably driving his head off with as mad as he is at either himself there or another driver. Here we got Slater working his muscles in the all back straightaway. Is going to try to stay loose here. Stone Colby looks at the middle driver on your screen. Nico Colby going to be that bottom driver camera. What's in the bottle there, Slater? Decided to take a big old swig of most likely water there. Oh boy, not even halfway to go here. Thiago P. de Lima, he's trying to make something work now into turn 1 once again, but didn't have that run like he had the last couple of laps. Looks like Thiago P. de Lima going to slot back into P2. Taking a look at the lap sectors between these drivers as we just start the lap here. Sector 1, it looks like actually Thiago P. de Lima. Also Sector 2 was faster, and then coming to Sector 3, I believe Slater Colby had a slight advantage. Now looking here at Sector 1 once again, well, it's damn near even between these two. Colby with a 0.07 second advantage there from Sector 1. We'll have to see what S2 brings us here. Here comes Thiago P. de Lima. It is visually closing that gap. That's P. de Lima compared to Stone Colby there behind. That's 0.2 of a second working. Sectors don't even matter anymore. We're going to start looking at door quarter clear for Thiago P. de Lima once again. He tried to make the inside line work, but didn't have that pace, didn't have the grip in the number 86. Here's a good look at the OSSN Racing broadcast sticker. You only saw it for a millisecond there. Thiago P. de Lima, he had the old switchback. Looked in the inside, around the outside. This time there's contact between the two. Here comes Stone Colby as he has a front row view of this battle. Once again, this isn't for just the race here tonight. This is for the championship here at the first opener season. The GR86 Challenge Sim League, brought to you by Stam Studio Network as well as Cotton Bowl Speedway. Can't be there without you, Zane, and your coaching. Appreciate everything that you do there behind the scenes, showing some drivers a little bit more speed. As here we go, man, Slater, possibly a little contact from Thiago P. de Lima. Thiago takes the lead once again in that number 86. Oh man, you can't once again get much better than this. My goodness, Slater still right there with him. Here comes Stone. Oh, you saw it there at the back of that camera shot. Nico Colby, unfortunately, what was a 2-second gap is working 4 seconds back now down to P3. Lena's saying, keep battling, boys, keep it clean. Look at the gravel. It's looking like confetti at this point, but hey, we're not ready for the confetti yet. Championship just about halfway over. There you see Nico Colby start to crest the hill back of your screen. Starting to get a rear bumper full of Robert Schwenkler. Going back up to the race lead. Man, Thiago P. de Lima runs right, runs left in the braking zone. Once again, opens it back up. There's two familiar stickers on those license plates. Come on, boys, I'm rooting for you here. We go. Slater Colby just less than a car length behind of our race leader. Drivers trying to keep things you're trying to keep this as clean as you can, as long as you have raced one another, both in the sim world as well as real life racing. Man, Slater Colby, Thiago made that pass look it was difficult. Don't get me wrong. Took about 3, 4, 5 laps to finally get it done for Thiago, as Slater had that slight slip up, but he is right there with him, still battling for the overall championship. Here we go. Stone is at a front bumper full of drivers this whole race. This vehicle buyer's number 52, GR86, is trying to close the gap to Slater. He, matter of fact, is down our little short chutes here. Is he going to make a move? No, he's going to play the teamwork card, it looks like. Is Stone get right back on that back bumper of Slater, possibly push him by Thiago P. de Lima? Then the two Colbys can battle this puppy out, but right now it is up to Thiago P. de Lima to play some defense over these front two running Colbsters. Matter of fact, starting to run away with it here. Last time I checked that gap, it was about 0.12 seconds. Now we're looking at half of a second between Thiago P. de Lima and Slater Colby. At what point here, if you're Stone Colby, do you say, okay, buddy, I gotta go, man. I've tried to push you here. We're not making any ground. Matter of fact, we're continuing to lose ground on Thiago P. de Lima. Oh, as Thiago runs extremely wide on the racing circuit. I don't know how he was able to keep that car underneath his feet there, and maybe I stand corrected. Maybe Slater and Stone do keep working together here and try not to make any switchbacks happen, because right now, well, maybe not. Even with that off-track excursion from Thiago P. de Lima, he is continuing to grow the gap for the trophy. Once again, we got that small prize here, the small cash prize, awarded to the top 3 runners in the championship. Well, if the way that they finish this thing, it will be Thiago winning the championship as he inches ever so further away. And man, Thiago P. de Lima is pushing his car hard. We've seen it twice that last lap, going off the track, and oh man, I'll be honest here, guys. I didn't check the off-track incident count here before the race, but it's going to be incident. If that's kind of something that starts to play a factor here, is normally the count is 17x. You see on the graphic in the top left. Right now, Nico Colby's looking at actually the most incidents on this race. If you're Nico Colby, you're going to have to start to be a little more careful. Thiago P. de Lima, Slater, actually Stone has the most to work with right now. That's going to be another one. That's a 1x, an off-track for Slater Colby. He inches himself ever so closer to possibly a drive-through penalty. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep that puppy up the rest of the race. That's going to be something that we'll have to watch, as well as something we will have to watch. This battle for P2, it's really not gone away for the past couple of laps. We still got Slater Colby holding off Stone, but for how long? There's the all-special sticker there. Oh boy, and he's going to get a nice bump draft. Oh, that was a matter of fact bump into the braking zone. Does Stone give to his brother Slater? Oh boy, we got Stone four-wheeling it off the track. Look at that, doesn't even lose too much speed nor momentum. Here we go, we're gonna look at the back bumper of Slater Colby, as once again, these drivers trying to make the teamwork, make the dream work here for the championship race in GR86. Oh, that was another big bump into the braking zone. Oh my goodness gracious. Slater Colby now out to the lead. Thiago P. de Lima, where did Thiago go? Well, I got the replay of it here. Here goes Thiago. Oh, it was a bump draft into the corner gone wrong. Little pinball effect. Oh, little Colby at 52 says, okay, Stone says, I'm going to send Slater right up into you. Thiago P. de Lima says, well, no, sir. I'm going to take that lead right back as we jump back onto live racing action. Gap now back down to Slater is looking another half a second. Warren needs in. Warren, I got you, buddy. Join the old Stam Studio Network broadcast booth. This is starting to get good between our front runners. Just over 10 minutes to go. Alrighty, we are waiting for you down there in the old SSN booth, but right now, I mean, how about it? Slater Colby continuing to lead off Stone, but none other than Thiago P. de Lima took that race lead away last time by into turn 1. But here we go, some more teamwork trying to make the dream work happen here between the two Colbsters. Slater still up out front in that black and gold. Here we go. Stone Colby tries to make the move there in turn 1, doesn't have what it takes. Nico Colby starting to close this gap ever so slightly, working that gap now down to 4.2 seconds. Warren, buddy, we're waiting for you. Get yourself over in the old Stam Studio Network broadcast booth. The old SSN Discord here is, oh man, Slater Colby, Stone Colby. Is this battle starts to ensue just a little bit more. Here Jake Steckler battling further in the back of the pack, starting to hold off Benjamin Forehand. That's driver in the 42. That's Benjamin Forehand, driver of the number 9 right now. That gap is separated by just under back down to 0.3 seconds between these two drivers. Amethyst Reese right in front of this battle, number 37. She is where she started this race at. Toyota GR86 having a nice run. Nyan Cat, of course, on that side panel. Can't miss that. Man, there's battles all over the racetrack right now. Daniel Higgins also trying to hold off another newer driver, Juan Hallett. Matter of fact, here we go between these two drivers. Juan Hallett around the outside making it stick. Daniel Higgins having a little point by action there, as this is a battle for P16. Back looking at Jake Steckler here. Jake is trying his butt to hold off Benjamin Forehand right now. He gets the spot back, but this has been cat and mouse between these two drivers. Possibly a little contact this time by, is that Benjamin Forehand looks down and around the outside. Door quarter clear, however, for Jake Steckler. Going back to our battle for the race lead. Warren, where you at, buddy? We're waiting for you, man. Thiago P. de Lima, we're still seeing this driver in the race lead, but for how long is, actually I do believe we should start approaching on some lap traffic. Slater Colby here is, oh man, these, I applaud them for not giving up, not audibling out of their call here, but it's still, gap is about the same to that race lead. Oh, they shove it down in the braking zone this time by what was a half a second. It's cut back now down to 0.3 seconds. Possibly these drivers, it's happening here. Here we go. Thiago P. de Lima, he's starting to break that draft. Stone Colby is still getting, trying to make the bump draft action, the NASCAR action work here into turn number 1. Here we go. This is Stone around the outside. Oh, almost contact between the two. Once again for that race lead, Slater Colby gets up on 2 racing wheels. Looking like a motorcycle there, trying to make the pass on Thiago P. de Lima. Coming to complete minute 26, minute 27 out of this 35-minute long event. A few laps to go here. Now Stone Colby continues to run wide. Warren, I'm waiting for you, man. I see you down there on YouTube, Jack. Come join me here.
Yeah,
there we
I didn't
go.
know you were in this one. I didn't know you were in this one, but that's okay. We're here.
Oh boy.
I couldn't miss the action. I spun early and I was like, I don't care. I'm going. I got to see this fight.
God, I don't blame you, man. The whole season is coming down to just a couple laps here. Thiago P. de Lima starting to approach this lap traffic. Oh boy, Warren, I know the racecraft and respect between these drivers in the 86 Challenge Sim League, but if you're a lap driver here or about to be a lap driver, are you pulling out of the way for the race lead, or are you fighting for your spot?
You have to pull out. You have to pull out of the way, and that's what I told these guys. Get out of the way of the championship contenders. Use context. Use your brain. Let them fight. So that's what these guys are going to do, and it's expected that they move out of the way.
Oh, that's going to be something we're going to have to watch. Look at that gap. It's starting to close, both between Thiago P. de Lima and those lap cars, as well as, oh my goodness, what a send for Stone. Oh, we're starting to see
Stone's getting around Slater there.
Oh, it almost happened there, but these drivers, as much as they're trying to push each other and try and force their way up to Thiago P. de Lima, it's at some points, I think, more hurting than trying to help.
Yeah, definitely. That turn one incident was absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that happened with those guys. Look at the Slater bros catching up on Tiago. He went wide there. They're gonna pass him. Look, oh no, he didn't. He still kept it going.
Oh man, that was
They got so close.
Golly.
0.2,
Holy
0.1. Look at the gap. Look at the gap. It's 0.2 now. They caught all the way up on that turn. There he goes. Oh no. Oh, he was able to hold it together.
Thiago P. de Lima still holding off Slater. And oh man, Warren, this is very reminiscent, kind of Indy 500 right now. The lap traffic have made themselves notice and now trying to get themselves out of the way. Nico Colby starting to approach this action here a little bit, but here back between battle for P2 and P3, Slater Colby, Stone Colby. Oh, they've lost that gap now to Thiago P. de Lima. We're working 1.5 second gap now down to from P1 to P2.
I'm going to give these guys another reminder here. Give me 1 second. Get the hell out of the way. Get out of the way of the leaders. If you are lap traffic, move.
Race Control coming at you live here on SSN. And Warren, I got a question for you, man. Is there an incident limit? Is there a drive-through limit right now? We have up on that graphic.
Yes, 20x incident. It's getting enforced. So I don't know what the X's are on these guys. I can't see yet.
Oh,
so
I got you.
We're gonna see. But I know Nico had a few in the beginning, and it got a little crazy. The Colby brothers are fighting. They need to be working together if they want to catch Thiago. Look at that gap that Thiago's put on him. Thiago's been practicing all weekend. When we were at Laguna Seca on Saturday in real life 86 challenge, he was nonstop. He was nervous. He was like, these guys, they're catching me and da-da-da. And he has been nonstop practicing for the whole weekend. And you can tell he's really, really pulled away here, and he has the pace and qualifying and everything. This is impressive. True Thiago style.
Well, Warren, I appreciate you joining me up here in the booth. I finally have given you the old the live broadcast feed there in the Discord. And as we look side by side, here we got Thiago P. de Lima, our race leader in that top half, and the battle for P2 is starting to heat up here. Well, it's been heating up. I think these two Colps are still trying to work together with one another, is Stone and Slater. Then these guys are off for a pretty good vacation there. But until that happens, we still got Thiago P. de Lima with our overall lead in the championship as well as the race for the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm watching you here on the Discord now. It was being slow for me, but they need to chase him down. They got to get bumper to bumper on those straightaways if they want to have any chance. I can't see the timer and how much time's left on the Discord, but we're getting down to the wire. How many minutes do we have left here today, Sean?
We're looking at coming to minute 32 out of 35, and with about 1 minute 20 second lap time, so we are getting now down to the nitty gritty here. Man, Stone and Slater, who do you have? I mean, I know that they're trying to work together right now, but with Thiago P. de Lima starting to grow a little bit smaller in their windscreens, do you start fighting with, just one another? I don't know.
I got Thiago winning it. His relentless. His pace is relentless. There's no mistakes. There we go. I see the gaps now. Yeah, there's no stopping him. When he gets out in front like that and has a gap, when he's not put under pressure, it's just relentless. And he's done this all season long. Everybody's seen it. It is, it's very impressive what he does, what he's able to do with these cars.
I mean, shoot, every single driver here in the 86 Challenge Sim League, it's so fun to see these drivers bring their skills, not only from the sim world into real life and vice versa. There we got Joe Rainey on the bottom of the screen getting passed by Ali Xay, but Ali Xay is going to run wide.
Nah, I saw that coming out. He wasn't going to make that one stick. He was way too late on that braking. I knew that exactly what was going to happen there. Robert and Joe having a good old battle there, and seems like there. Let's cut to Nico Colby for a second and see where's he at.
Oh, the old Nico. Man, that sucked what happened, Nico. He got kind of pinball effects there earlier on in the race. Dropped back to P4, and now look at the gap. I mean, you hate that for Nico with the season he had going.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me, I got to be race control here again for a second. Hold on.
Oh, boy. All righty. Well, back to the Joe Rainey and Robert Schwenkler battle. Joe is minus 6 spots since the drop of the green flag. Unfortunately, Robert minus 3 spots since the drop of the green. But these drivers still nose to tail, and something that I've learned and heard from these drivers that raced Joe in the real life series here at Apex Motor Club. He's not one to give you an inch here, but he will still make it clean. We'll see what happens here between Robert and Joe Rainey.
It's going to be a good race no matter what between them. Let's cut back to the leaders here and see what's going on with them. We wind down. We're coming to the final two or so laps here. Can we get
that was the I'll go still Stone here, P2 over. Well, he actually took the spot there over Slater Colby for that final driver interview, as well as that small cash prize payout, which should be.
And a little trophy, yeah. There we go. Tiago, Stone. Let's cut to Stone and Slater's battle. I want to see them again.
Looking at him here on screen. Look at that. I was two steps ahead of you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, I don't know what's going on. The streams are like weird.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was on the Sean Studio Network thing, and oh, here we go. Okay, now I can see everything. I don't know what's going on here. We're excited. You know, we got a little bit of alcohol at the barbecue today, so that's another reason why I wasn't driving good today. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can't.
Okay, yeah, here we are.
And white flag should be out at this point with, minute 34:59 on the clock. At this point, it should be Thiago P. de Lima just coming around to make this all official, which should be it. That battle for P2 and P3 is still starting to heat up here between the two Colbys. Stone is still continuing to lead off Slater Colby.
Slater got in the dirt a little bit there, but they're not going to care about that. They're max attacking right now. They're going to go for everything they can right now. This is going to be a crate. Look, they're slowly gaining on it, but it's just too much of a gap. We're coming down. This is the white flag lap, isn't it? White flag's out.
Should be coming to the with 34:59 on the charts. This should make this all official for Thiago P. de Lima next time by. Normally we do have a white flag graphic, so it's kind of throwing me for a loop here, but if my math is mathing right and everything is coming together here as it should, Thiago P. de Lima will come away. There it is. Make this all official. Congratulations, Thiago P. de Lima. He will take the GR86 Challenge Sim League championship.
Wow, what
there. Stone Cold P2. Oh!
Look at that. Look at that. That's some celebration for P2. Wow, I've never seen a car do that in iRacing. Unbelievable race for these guys. Congratulations, Tiago, on his championship. Stone and Slater coming in P2 and P3 in the race. We're going to work out the points here and see what's going on with the leader who got the top 3 spots in the championship. But wow, congrats to Tiago. What a season for everybody. I want to thank everybody for racing with us. This has been so awesome, and what a great time this was, Sean.
God, sorry for everything that was happening there behind the scenes there, Warren. But well, Thiago P. de Lima, I think this driver's about ready to celebrate, burn this puppy down. Oh, takes it right back to pit lane. Stick with us here on Sam Studio Network. I'm going to get you some race results as well as all the official points, and then that top 3 driver interview. Be right back with you after a word from our sponsors.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here into Stam Studio Network. I got a few driver interviews headed your way, but first let's take a look at the race results here tonight from our championship race. I'm still trying to catch my breath here. Apologies, guys. We're still writing the history books down here, as well as getting everything all official. But I can tell you right now, it will be official. Thiago P. de Lima coming away, winning that championship. Gonna have a trophy headed your way, as well as small cash payouts for Thiago P. de Lima, Stone, as well as Slater. Nico Colby unfortunately bringed it home P4. 13-second gap after that driver was battling up with our drivers for that race win. Amethyst Reese will bring it home P5. Nice run tonight for that driver. Marvin Samoya, Benjamin Forehand, Jake Steckler, Robert Schweckler, Joe Rainey gonna round out that top 10. Nice run throughout this whole season for those drivers, as they were showing us kind of what they had here tonight. Ali XA, Brandon, Rob, Darren, Daniel, both Daniels 15-16, Juan Hallett, Tamir, Rylan Stewart, Andreas Profana rounding out that top 20, and of course our 25 driver field here tonight. Joshua Suxy, Jason Holcomb, Dalton Hall, Warren Johnson, Caleb Greco. All right, we're about ready to pop the champagne here, guys. Thiago P. de Lima, I'm not sure if drivers... Oh, we are. All right, here we go. Thiago P. de Lima, you got yourself a copy, man.
Yeah, I do got a copy.
Holy moly, man. All righty, well, we're looking at just one of the many incidents that happened here. We're looking right now at Nico Colby getting shoved up into you. So far, or it looks like you did come away with that championship tonight. Holy moly, man. Congratulations, Thiago, and walk us through your race.
Oh my god, that was a pretty tough race, you know. I mean, fighting how many people? 3, 4, 5 guys, you know, all up in Nico. And I'm trying to survive, and at the same time, like defending a way not to be taken out, you know, because it's last race of the season and everybody was desperate, you know. So I was doing my best to try to stick to it and get the championship.
Oh man, you got it, and you got it in spectacular fashion there at Thiago. Is there anybody? Who are we shouting out to? All makes this happen for you, not only tonight, but throughout this whole season.
Yeah, of course, Warren, as always, for organizing this league, and you for always putting an amazing broadcast, and of course all the drivers that makes it happen, right? Because I mean that's the battle that makes it fun. If there is no battle, then there is no fun.
If there's no battle, there's no fun, and well, if it's not clean, I don't think it's really fun either. You drivers, out of any league I have ever broadcasted for, the 86 Challenge Sim League as well as the Apex Motor Club there on Wednesday nights, you drivers know how to get it done, and know how to get it done cleanly. Spectacular fashion here tonight from Thiago P. de Lima all throughout the season and Summit Point. Congrats, Thiago. What are we doing tonight to celebrate?
I'm gonna have a beer right now, man. I'm all sweaty, you know.
Oh man, alrighty, well I'll let you enjoy it. Congratulations, and hopefully we see you back with us here in season 2.
See you.
Alrighty, Stone Colby here. If you haven't made your way there off on vacation yet, Stone, you got yourself a copy.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, unfortunate that you're going to bring it home P2 tonight. I saw you there working with Slater, both the back and forth action, giving it everything that you had. Unfortunately, Thiago's able to get away from this one, or with this one. But Stone, what was your race like here tonight, and what were the track conditions like? It looked pretty racy down there.
A lot of dirt on the track. Honestly, the qualifying P6 kind of screwed me. So I just I didn't have it all together in qualifying, and then just had a couple of mishaps in the race. But no, it was fun. I'm just glad that it was all clean, and we had that one incident going into turn 1 where I bumped into Slater and he almost went into Thiago, but we wanted to let Thiago back in, you know, to first because we didn't want it to make it seem like it was intentional. So, but no, I mean second. I don't know where I finished off in the points for the championship wise, but all in all, it was a good race.
I can tell you it was definitely in that top 3. So expect a little small cash prize headed your way, as well as that little SSN vinyl little care package you got there. But Stone,
Awesome.
thank you once again. Everything that you've done, both on the track and off the track. Is there anybody who you'd like to shout out before we move on to Slater, Colby?
Just overstockvehicles.com, vehiclebuyers.com, friends and family that watch week in and week out, and you for broadcasting it. Stoked to run the sticker on my car in real life, and Warren for putting on the league, and then yeah, I'm stoked for the Wednesday night races too. Our MX5 thing is really popping off, so a lot of guys are racing that and the GR, which is cool, and so yeah, it's a week full of fun for sure.
Similar cars, but not exactly the same. Real quick before we move on to Slater, sorry I'm keeping y'all so long. Stone, if you can kind of list the top 2 differences between the GR86 and the Mazda MX5, what would they be?
In iRacing, they make the MX5 like almost like a drift car, when it's really not. When it's really not like that in real life. And the GR in the game has a lot more traction. You have more locking up with the downshifting and stuff in the GR than you do in the Mazda. But I would say that the GR has more. It just feels like a heavier car than the Mazda for sure. But I race Mazdas, so I'm definitely gonna pick the Mazda any day of the week.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Those of you that find that a little interesting, be sure to join us there on the Wednesday night Mazda MX-5 Apex Motor Club League. Stone, once again, congrats on your P2 tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty, gonna move down to our P3 driver and then the man himself, Warren Johnson, after that. But right now, Slater Colby, you got yourself a copy.
I'm here.
Alrighty, man. Once again, apologies I'm keeping you guys so long tonight. I'm sure you guys like, all right, come on, I'm trying to go here. But Slater.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, thank you for that. And also thanks for everything that you have been doing behind the scenes as well. We see you in the old Discord, the Instagram, keeping things rolling. Apex MX5 Motor Club. Slater, unfortunately, you weren't able to come away with the championship tonight, but finished P3. Had some nice battling. What was that like there behind the steering wheel?
No, yeah, it was good. In the beginning, I mean, Thiago kind of fired off, the first couple laps, like with immediate pace, and I was like, oh boy, do I really have to, lock in here and try and stay on his bumper? And then I was able to warm the tires up, get a little bit of pace, and was able to stay there with him. Him and I traded back and forth a couple times. I feel like I had really good pace in the beginning, and then Stone and I had that little bit of a mishap going into turn 1. He hit me pretty good in the braking zone, and it kind of pushed me straight into Thiago. And good thing Thiago was driving with his mirrors, because he veered out of the way, but we still kind of clipped. And, I didn't want to pass him like that, so I wanted to be fair racing, so I let him go, and we kind of just stayed from there. But he did a really good job maintaining his tires. And, yeah, he had a little bit of faster pace at the end than I did.
Yeah, I saw it happen. You definitely gave the point back to Thiago, and that's just you can't really get much better than that. As well as, I mean, in sim racing, I'm sure that you have kind of experienced the old iRacing world here, and that's not something you get. I would call that a little 1% move there in the official series, but here in the leagues, you race with each other week in, week out. That was pretty special to see there, Slater, and nice run for you here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Slater, before we let you get going, who are we shouting out for this whole season as well as this championship run tonight?
Friends, family, everyone at work that's, watching. Even got my grandma on here, she's watching.
Oh, boy.
So everyone just watching, support, vehiclebuyers.com, overstock vehicles. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I appreciate it, Slater. Thanks for putting the old virtual vinyl on there, and can't wait to see it in the old real lives. Have a great rest of your night, Slater.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for broadcasting, too.
Oh, that goes a long way, Slater. Appreciate you, man.
And Warren, I didn't forget about you. Thanks for putting on the league, buddy.
I was about to say, no.
Speaking of Warren, man, Don't have to ask if you had a copy as you joined us there later in the race up in the booth. Warren, how are you doing? Have you had a chance to cool down after your incident that got you off track there?
Yeah, hey, it's fine. I was not worried about it. I had a good old time, little Memorial Day barbecue. Had a few drinks, so I think that was factoring in for sure. A little drunk driving on the track tonight, but that's okay. Man, what a season! This was a crazy race, and honestly, I wasn't too worried about wrecking there because I wanted to come see all the action up in the booth as it was happening. So I'm glad that happened, honestly.
Yeah, once again, apologies there for kind of the 2-3 things behind the scenes, but we'll get that all worked out the off season.
That was me.
No,
All good.
I'll go half and half with you. Anyways, Warren, before we get to wrapping this Monday night GR86 Challenge Sim League season up, is there anybody who you would like to shout out who makes this all possible?
Yeah, I want to first thank Robert for all the work he's doing behind the scenes. He's doing more work than me, honestly, and so he's really helped me out a ton, and everyone needs to be thanking this guy for all the stuff he does behind the scenes. I want to thank you for putting on the great broadcast the entire season. Yeah, that was a long season. It was fun though, and we're happy to have you here. All the people at Apex Motor Club, those guys really kept the league together. I feel like also they've brought in a lot of their own guys and a lot of people from their league. So they're a big help and really good people. Glad to call them my friends and glad that we met doing this. So thanks to them. Thank everybody in the league. Honestly, yeah, everybody here they made it possible. We had 25, 26 people tonight. That's I think tied for the most we've had all season. So that was great, and I'm really excited to see the season 2. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot more. I don't want to say a lot more rules, but just more defined rules, and it's going to be a lot more professional and good. And everybody, I think it's going to improve the racing and everything. And season 2 is going to be great, and I do want to go down the standings here while I'm here. I want to congratulate Tiago on his championship win. That's really good. He was dominant the entire season, as everybody could see, and he had a great time there. The Colby brothers were making him nervous, though, that's for sure. But he was able to persevere through all that and took home the championship. So that's really good for him. Nico, P2 in the championship, so congrats to Nico. That's really great. I was kind of scared. He fell back there, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but he ended up getting P2 in the championship. So congrats to him. He's a really young driver. I think 13 years old, and he is very impressive. He's on to do great things in sim world and in real life racing. So I'm excited to see where that goes with him. Third place, we got Stone, Colby. I mean, what can you say? The Colby brothers are all top 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So Stone's a great racer also, and he's been tremendous help and really good guy. I think we were on the Discord call with all of these guys last night till like 1:30 a.m. So it was they're great people, and they have a great family, it seems. And P4, we got Slater, Colby again. What can you say? Those guys are look at the points too. Nico took second by 1 point above Stone. Slater down there, not even less than 10 points back. So it just tells you how good the racing is here in this league, and that they're able to keep this close every race. Look at all the races that we've done and how close the racing has been with these guys. It's so impressive, and it's really good to see that. We got P5, Daniel Higgins. He's really improved since he first joined, so I'm glad to see him up there. He's doing good. Robert, he's in the voice chat right now, doing really well. He helped out a lot, and I think he joined later in the season and still got P6, so that's really impressive. Jake Steckler, another great racer. Amethyst P8, Joe P9. Joe's a really good guy. Just from talking to the Colbys and other people, and he helps out a lot with the Apex guys, like in real life, and you can tell he's a really good guy. So can't wait to meet him and see what they're all about down there in Arizona when I come down. Myself, P10, I'm happy about that. I stayed 10th in the standings, so that's cool. AliXA, P11, Daniel Parmalee, P12, Benjamin, Darren, Jason, Brandon, Nathaniel, Caleb, Sarab, Jason, Aaron, all the way down the line. There's too many to name on here, but just you know, wrapping up here, I want to just thank everybody again for tuning in to all the races. You know, thanks for all the racers that come and race every time, and I can't wait for next season, man. And we're racing your guys, Sean, next for some NASCAR in the off season. That's gonna be fun.
Man, I can't wait for not only next season but the off season. Get some more side-by-side racing with you guys. Once again, appreciate everybody there in chat, and cannot forget about the old Zane Khan coaching. Make sure you hit him up if you're wanting to get just a little bit faster. Terry, Melina, there, everybody, Logan, Moonlight, oh man, Jordan, Ashley, couldn't be doing this without all you guys as well in YouTube land. Unless anybody has anything else to add, I think that's just gonna about do it. I gotta catch my plane ride home. Ooh, hopefully make it through TSA. Gulp. We'll see what happens there. And drivers, fans, have a great rest of your night. I appreciate everything throughout this season 1.
Thank you.
All right. Man.
So how